When do you think you can get to Oakdale for consultation?
Let me see. How about, never?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any idea who I am? What makes you think that I could just drop everything and fly out to, yeah, where the hell is Oakdale? You seem to think that I have the time of day for you, and I'm curious as to why.
We could double your fee.
You trying to buy me? I don't need your money, and I don't want your case. It bores me to tears, just like you're doing right now. You're threatening to have my medical license revoked?
We'll be waiting.
With flowers and candy, I hope.
You see...
What I see is the big, fat silver spoon in your mouth that I hope you choke on. It was a displeasure meeting you, Mr. Snyder. I don't like you. Even hostages have to eat, Mr. Snyder. I was down in the cafeteria consuming something that called itself lunch. Since Mr. Snyder dragged me here to OK, Illinois, which is, by the way, the most self-satisfied white bread community I have ever seen, and home of the world's most unappealing grilled cheese sandwich.
You can't eat and then go under anesthesia.
Really? I hadn't heard that. You look important.
And I'm not about to sign off on this surgery unless I'm satisfied that no one knows what to expect when he wakes up.
Because his boyfriend is a family friend, or maybe don't. I need an OR and a full staff. Your best people. It would help if they'd been to medical school sometime within the last 30 years. So, that's a long-term commitment. This is supposed to be a one-night stand. I'm sorry. I'll have my office bill you for the day's work.
You're not using the Grimaldi jet.
Big shock. You didn't get what you wanted from me. Now you're taking your toys and you're going home. Have a nice life.
License and registration, please.
Do me a favor. Could you just pull out your gun and shoot me? I'm a neurosurgeon. That means I operate on brains. Okay. What I've run into is a confederacy of idiots. Lots and lots of idiots, with a couple of jerks sprinkled in. Your doctors went to clown college. Your cops are dumber than rocks, and that's a medical diagnosis.
Are you telling the court you're leaving Oakdale,
As
Dr.
fast as I
Oliver?
possibly can, Your Honor. Yes, if I could flap my wings and bust through your ceiling, already be on my way. Are you kidding me? Where am I? What is this horrible rabbit hole that I've fallen down? Kurt, you two know each other? What am I saying?
She's going to be...
Let me guess, you both belong to the same country club. Or no, your wives play bridge together.
He can practice with me at the hospital, under my guidance, until his trial.
Can I still choose jail? Or how about a firing squad? Not really. This hospital's full of whining hypochondriacs. Must be something in the water. Oh, listen to you trying to sound all clever. That's it. That's it? Why didn't you say so? Here, call my office in Dallas. Schedule yourself an appointment. I should have an opening this time next year. If you're lucky, you can wait in line like everyone else. I can't be bought, and I'm not easily pushed around. That leaves you all out of luck, doesn't it?
What's the matter, baby? I gotta get to work. What are we gonna do? Do you have a fever?
Unless your kid is the next Mozart, she's not gonna answer you.
You're a doctor?
Clearly, you're not the next Mozart either.
Will you look at my baby?
Do I have to?
I don't even know why I was asking a podiatrist about a baby anyway.
I look like a podiatrist? If I wanted somebody to follow me around here, I'd get a dog or an intern. You didn't say anything about a threesome. If you frisk me, I'm gonna expect you to take me out to dinner. Don't worry. I haven't used what I learned to kill anyone. Yet. If you're here to challenge me to a duel, I left my sword in my other lap. No, truth is, I'm rather moody myself. Even world-famous brain surgeons have needs. And with a hottie like Katie on the other side of the wall...
Don't you will scar Jacob for life.
Oh, babies are resilient. I learned that at Harvard.
What about neurosurgery?
If I could find somebody in this town with a brain, I might consider it. But so far, no such luck. Or I'll buy 50 pairs of underwear, 50 shirts. If I'm not in Dallas by the time I run out, euthanize me. Excuse me. Hey, orderly?
Yes, Dr. Oliver.
I need some help with my patient here. He just tested positive for tuberculosis. He needs to be quarantined immediately.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's a bit resistant, but he's highly contagious.
Well, I'm not.
Come along.
I'm not his patient. Look, I'm not his patient. I don't have anything. Look, I'm gonna get you for this.
I didn't think you'd be home so early.
Feel free to keep doing whatever it is you're doing. I'm gonna go to my room.
Is this a hug?
Absolutely not. Are you done yet? No, you can scratch the lady in 402. Simmons?
What happened?
She drove me nuts with her questions. I strangled her.
She was scared. She needed reassurance.
Then you assigned her to me? How advanced is your dementia?
He got annoyed with Henry Coleman, and he diagnosed him with TB.
He needed a timeout.
We prefer that our doctors don't use their hospital privileges to settle their personal grievances.
Really? That's the whole reason I got into medicine. I learned a long time ago, the most important thing in life is sincerity. Once you can fake that, you can fake anything. Mr. Snyder, you're being offered the expertise of one of the top neurosurgeons in the world, and you're going to turn it down? Just how stupid are you?
Holy codependency. You don't want me to leave.
I'm the reason that you're doing your penance here instead of in a jail cell.
This is just as bad.
You ungrateful old man. You know what I find interesting? That chart shows so far.
Okay, so...
Jillian, is it? All right, here's the deal. I know that Dr. Hughes said he was going to refer you to one Dr. Channing, but frankly, you'd be better off seeing a pediatrician than letting that clown anywhere near your brain. So I told him I'd do it myself. You can thank me later.
Have you done this kind of surgery before?
No, I've been waiting for a case that was so hopeless, it paid to give it a shot.
And that's me?
How cool is that?
What if it doesn't work?
Then I'm gonna look really bad.
What about me?
Yeah, you'll probably look a lot worse. Don't worry. If you die, at least you'll know there's nobody on earth who could save you. Interrupt me again when I'm with a patient, I'll let your boyfriend stay blind for the rest of his life. Do I look like somebody who doesn't know what he's talking about?
Well, obviously I have two different fathers.
Oh, with your mother's good looks, it's not a big surprise. Where is that hottie anyway? No, once again, it's your boyfriend. Luke, how many boyfriends does one blind guy have?
I don't know if you noticed this when you saw him, but he was probably a little upset.
With his disposition, it's difficult to tell.
I'll need to show this to my people first.
Sure, what do I know?
Dr. Oliver is one of the best neurosurgeons in the world.
That had to hurt. And the brain's protected. It's what keeps you from being a big slab of meat. Have you discussed this with my father? And he would be...
Dr. Bob Hughes.
Him? Why would I talk to him?
It would be helpful if he confirmed your analysis.
I've forgotten more neuroscience than he ever knew.
Thank you so much for coming down here, Dr. Oliver. It means a lot to my family. And to me. I owe you.
I'm glad you said that, because I know exactly how you're going to pay me back.
Oh, whenever you sing to Jacob, he always falls asleep with that smile on his face.
It's gas. Can we keep the yelling to a minimum? It scares the bleeding people.
I want a doctor. I want another doctor. I want a likable doctor. I want an ethical doctor.
Oh, we're all out of those. It's either me or an intern who can't pin on his own name tag. The worst that'll happen is that they force me to stay and be Dr. Hughes' whipping boy for the next decade, which I'm sure would make you very happy.
If it would force you to stay in Oakdale as my roommate, it might.
You just can't resist me, can you? I'm gonna go practice being humble in the mirror. I would rather be in jail than continue to be forced to work at your pathetic little excuse of a hospital. You want to know the best thing about leaving this town, Hank? Never seeing you again. And don't bother waving goodbye. I wouldn't want you to hurt your finger.
We could certainly use you at the hospital.
Well, you're being generous, calling that place a hospital.
You know, most neurosurgeons wouldn't attempt this procedure the first time on their own.
Well, most neurosurgeons ought to be slicing salami someplace. Hey, Richie Rich, what are you doing here? You fixing a ticket, bribing a judge?
My father is going to prison.
Good dad or bad dad?
You don't care. But Damien is my father, and I'll probably never see him again.
Lucky you have a spare.
God, do you ever think about the effect that you have on people?
What, you mean like saving their lives?
But as a human being, I think you're way down there, like a rock bottom.
Hey, I didn't have to come down here and keep good dad from being shipped off to Malta to face murder charges. Stop acting like a spoiled little brat who's not getting his way. And when you kiss him goodbye, make sure it's with a smile. Oh, okay, all right. I'm ready this time.
That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, it happens sometimes, as much as I try to prevent it.
I think he could use a support network.
Yeah, you want, maybe I should find him a play group?
What, you mean I get in your way?
I don't know, just being you seems to do it.
See you in Dallas.
Hope not.